Codependency. Oh, it's a lot I could say about codependency. I have a long history with it. And thank God over the years, I've had therapy and I've been determined to work my way out of it. But it's been a lifelong thing with me. There's a lot of different levels of codependency. I think that codependency falls on a spectrum, just like narcissism and just like addiction. I think you can have degrees of those things. It's different for different people. Codependency. Oh my God. It can really fuck up your life if you're codependent. And I don't think a lot of people, just the average everyday person, really knows what codependency involves and what it actually means, okay? We hear the word, we're like that. We're all like that. We hear a word, we kind of have a basic idea of it, and then we go on about our business. We don't need to know it unless it directly affects our life somehow. Then we start kind of looking into it. We start looking deeper. We start researching and reading and figuring out what things mean. I had worked on it in therapy a lot. I'd read several books on codependency. I had a pretty good knowledge of it. I mean, and even for me, there were still things about codependency I really didn't get, And I had actually studied it quite a bit. I knew that it wasn't good. And when I got in my last relationship at 40 years old, it was a big deal for me. I brought the codependency thing up and I said, listen, I don't want to be codependent. Whatever happens in this relationship, I don't want it to be toxic. And I knew what I was trying to convey, but I still had a lot to learn about codependency. Even then, a lot more to learn. And, I would say this, and I think that he thought it was a threat to him, because he was on a completely different level with all of his codependency issues and abandonment issues and trauma wounds and alcoholism. And oh my God, I don't think he had any therapy, and we were the same age. I don't think he had really worked on any of his issues till he got to me. And I think that he was threatened. I think that he feared my knowledge, and he didn't want me to say things like that. I think it scared him, because a lot of people are afraid of things they don't understand. And they've been toxic so long, they've been living a certain way so long that the thought of changing terrifies them, even if it's going to give them a better life, even if you're a good person, and I think that really scared him. And he would agree with things and he would say, oh, yes, I understand. No, we don't want to be codependent. Yes, I'll go to therapy. Oh, yes, I have the same values as you. I believe in that. Oh, no, we're not going to be toxic. Absolutely. We'll work on everything together. All those agreements were made, but he had another agenda underneath the surface. He was one of those people, and I didn't know it. We got together very quickly. He rushed it very fast. And I didn't really get the chance or the privilege of getting to know him as a friend, from across town, go home. Before, these highly narcissistic and very damaged people will rush you into a fucking committed relationship that fast. And now I know why. I hate that I had to go through this experience. I hate it. But the only thing I can do with the knowledge now is use it. Use it to teach. Use it to share. Something has to come out of what I had to endure. Okay? But people like that, that's why. And see, the reason that I'm so overly upset about it is because it wasn't just one time for me. There are people out there, it's just been one time and it rocked their whole world, changed their whole life. This has been several times for me. I've had a history of situations similar to this before that I got in that relationship. And this was supposed to be it. There were agreements that we made that this was supposed to be it. This was supposed to be the healthy relationship. I thought, that I had done enough work and I was completely 100% there with the whole deal. And I had no idea what I was about to get involved in. And I'm responsible for that. And it's a mixed feeling. There were different dynamics. I knew some things. I saw a lot of red flags. There were some things I just chose to let it go. Chose to give it the benefit of the doubt. There was a lot of shit that I did see. But there were some things I did not know. I was clueless as to what was coming. But this person had an advantage, okay? And I'll talk about that later. They used a tragedy in their life as a manipulation tactic. Absolutely. But codependency, guys, codependency. Please learn about it, study about it, read about it. If you're in a relationship and you love your partner and you want your relationship to last, if you don't want to lose your partner and you want to be healthy together, read about codependency. Get out of codependency. And when he and I first got together, we both kind of had this limited basic understanding of it. I had a little bit more understanding of it than he did. He basically thought it meant, oh, you don't want to depend on my money? He would always say, well, I know you don't want to borrow back and forth, and you don't want to depend, you don't want to take my money, and you don't. He was threatened by all of the respectable things about me, all of the integrity it was flabbergasting that all of the healthy dynamics that I had worked so hard to learn over the years, to not be too dependent on anybody, to be considerate and respectful and self-sufficient, and not just look at a man because he walked through my door like, hand me your fucking paycheck, I'm going to spend it all. Just because we're dating, you got to fucking pay for it. You know, I wasn't that way. Only toxic men are threatened by you being considerate, self-sufficient, autonomous, strong in your own identity. Because I can do both. I am both submissive, loving, have no trouble being attentive to a man, submissive to a man. I love it. I love to pamper my partner. I love it. I enjoy showing a man respect and love and consideration, and it doesn't feel like a burden to me to wash his clothes, to make his food, to fix his plate on occasion. But by God, on the night that I'm tired, don't bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it an expectation, and that's what he did. He fucking used the shit out of me. He flipped it all around and completely, I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if he had never been treated that way before, or he just wasn't used to it, but he acted like he never had, he acted like he couldn't see me. He acted like I kind of didn't exist as far as, you know, how I would try to treat him and set the example for how I wanted to be treated as a woman. You know, in return, I don't expect any thank yous or, you know, bow down and worship or anything, but don't treat me like a fucking servant. And that's exactly what he did. Basically got comfortable, lazy, drunk, put his fucking feet up, and showed no respect for the love and honor that I was trying to show him for a long, long time, until I had to flip everything. I had no choice. I was fucking forced. Okay? Now, codependency. Yeah, he would get kind of, I could tell that he felt threatened by me not being dependent on him, by me not wanting to suck off of him. I got to build trust for something like that. I'm still going to remain independent and keep a lot of my independence until I see that you're a man I can fucking trust. You don't just come in here in a couple weeks. And I had 2 or 3 people try to do that to me back to back, thinking I'm supposed to just throw everything down and trust you overnight and depend on you. These people, they're off, man. They're off, and they really do need help. You know, they're coming. That's why you don't rush in out of a 20-year marriage competing with your ex-wife because she got with somebody. You go out, and he sent out mass messages to about 9 or 10 girls, and I was one of them, that he had known, just looking for somebody, anybody, to hurry up and get with so he could compete with his ex-wife. It was all games. It was all fucking games. And so he could avoid the pain of the tragic loss that he had just lost his child to. It was insane what we went through together. And I'm still processing what hit me. I am still processing this attack on my life. And that's exactly what it ended up feeling like. An emotional and spiritual attack on my fucking life. Like I was literally targeted for this. Hey, there's a lot to it. I loved this person, still do, but we're not together, and I'm still processing everything that happened, okay? Codependency. It doesn't just mean dependent on somebody's money. They buy me, they pay my rent, they buy my food, they pay my phone bill. No, it's not just dependent on physical things. Codependency is a self-esteem issue. Codependency is like a drug addiction. It is where you have a part of yourself where your self-esteem, your identity, something isn't quite right inside you, and you become very addicted to and enmeshed with your partner to a toxic degree. I didn't want that for he and I. I wanted the health, therefore the longevity of our relationship. So he didn't get it. He didn't get it. He was so afraid and so threatened by me wanting to take the time and whoa, let's sort these things out and not be this toxic cluster fucking ball. He was so threatened by that it was like couldn't see the forest for the trees. He didn't understand what I was trying to do. He was so afraid. Once he caught feelings, that's a narcissist for you though. It's hard for them to catch feelings. They're terrified of that. And once they do, and yes, they do have feelings, and once they do catch overwhelming feelings for you, they catch them very fast, and they become terrified, jealous of you, overwhelmingly envious. They keep it a secret, though. A lot of them do. They hide it. Terrified you're going to leave them, terrified they're going to lose you, terrified somebody's going to look at you, terrified you might cheat. So they already start punishing you before you ever do anything because they're that scared and vulnerable. Toxic vulnerability, though. Yes, it's a mess. It is a fucking mess. Okay? And they're very threatened by anything healthy you try to tell them, and it goes right over their head that what you're actually trying to do is show them respect, and they can't tell. This is how emotionally immature they are. They can't tell that you're actually trying to put the work in to have a proper, healthy relationship with them that will last for the long haul. They can't tell that you're in it, the real deal, because clearly they're not used to that. Or, listen here, just because somebody was married 20 years, don't think they had a healthy fucking marriage. Don't think they know a fucking thing about relationships. They don't. Yes, someone could be married all those years and they were just toxic codependent, just staying with that person, fantasizing about other people, cheating with other people, living on date sites, just staying together for the kids. Trust me, you can be married to somebody for a long time and still, shockingly, meet a person who seems to know nothing about love. Like it's the first time they are experiencing love, or like they don't relate well to in a grown-up relationship. They don't have the emotional depth, or they just don't seem to connect to it. They're very sort of primal and barbaric about everything they do. You'll feel sorry for that for a little bit. You'll have a heart for it, like, okay, well, I'm gonna look over this, I'm gonna give them a chance. Watch out for that shit. Codependency, though, it is where you better make sure you have all your wounds healed up, okay? Because I thought I did. I thought I was ahead of the codependency game. The only word I could ever describe it as is an emotional prison. I don't want to be in another emotional prison, because I had gotten in situations like that before with people that were emotionally unavailable, highly narcissistic, addicted, whatever, running the streets, couldn't commit. I had been in different types of situations. I had a lot of different experiences and a lot to pull from in my frame of reference. And I didn't want to go back through that again. No, I can be alone. I would rather not get in a serious relationship, okay? And I tried to slow it down. I don't need that like you do. This isn't some fucking game to me. I don't just select a piece of meat to cling on to. Grow up. I didn't need that kind of shit. Anyway, codependency, though, is where either you have some wounds you haven't healed from your childhood, something about your self-esteem, your level of insecurity, there's something clicks off in you, and you become very enmeshed and tied into your partner's emotions. And you can hear codependency in couples. Whatever that person's doing, my whole life depends on it. Well, he's doing this and he's doing that now. My life's going to depend on that. Or what she's doing, it's going to depend on that. Codependency is sick. It's toxic. It's awful. Okay? There are balances that healthy couples need to meet. Okay? And a lot of people want to take this to the extreme, one way or the other. No, there's a balance that healthy couples need to meet. Codependency is where you can't be alone. You don't feel any sense of self-worth if you're by yourself and not with that person. And everything they do affects your sense of self-esteem. I'm still going through it now. After my breakup, it took all of my self-esteem. And that's kind of normal, even for regular people, to feel some low self-esteem after a breakup, depending on what they did to you. But after being involved with a narcissist, your self-esteem will go to rock bottom. You've got to be immensely strong. I mean, you got to be solid in here. And they hate that. They don't want you to feel good about yourself. They want weak people because they already feel weak. And they need to look for people to be around so that they can feel more superior because they don't know how to get it on their own. They want to find people that, trust me, if you're hanging out with a narcissistic type, and some of them you can't tell they're a narcissist because they play, pretend, I'm so helpless and I'm so sweet and caring. Trust me, if you're around one of those types for too long, they think that you are weak. They think that they are superior to you. Even the old crusty, broken down narcissists. Yup. They still have an arrogance, an entitlement. And if you were to be behind closed doors with them for too long, you would see it come out. But they hide it because they want your approval. They want everybody to think they're the good guy or the good girl. Anyway, codependency. And I'm still working on these issues, okay? Intellectually, I know I'm good enough. Intellectually, I knew I was a damn good partner. I knew that I put every bit of effort in on all the levels, okay? Intellectually, I don't give a fuck. I have learned to accept myself, and people hate me for that. He hated me for that. I know my flaws. I know I don't have the perfect body. I've got fucked up teeth. I've got flaws out the ass. But I've been determined to be the absolute best crooked teeth motherfucking tragic life having bitch I can be. And I'm gonna love every fucking ounce of that. I've worked hard for that feeling. Because if not, this life will fucking chew you up and kill your ass if you don't have that. That's what I tried to teach my kids. You gotta have it here, not what some partner out there gives you, because they can take it away. They can fuck you over and leave you for dead. Then what? Then what if you don't have it in here? And codependency is not just for romantic partners. Some people are codependent on their own children. That's their whole reason for being alive. You need to look deep behind Look more deeply into a person who's codependent on their children. And that's all they're living for. And if that gets taken out from under them, it's already going to kill a person. It's already going to be hard to survive if you lose a family member or a child. Even a normal person is almost going to grieve themselves to death and feel like shit. But a person who was codependent on their child for their very survival, their own self-esteem, that's toxic. You're the fucking parent. You're not supposed to be dependent on your child for your self-esteem. See, there's a lot of lines getting crossed there. And when whatever that person is that you're codependent on, whether it's your spouse, your lover, your child, a friend, anything, once that's gone, you're no good. You're as good as dead. That's how you feel. That's what happens to that person. and they will let down everybody else in their world. Nobody else means shit. Even if they have other children, fuck them. Codependency is fucking selfish, actually, if you actually want to break it down and look at it. So take responsibility. If you have codependent tendencies, get to studying. There's too much information out there now. People, I can't afford therapy. I don't want to go to therapy. I'm too embarrassed to go to therapy. Fine. I know I was blessed that way for a lot of years, and I didn't take it for granted. But you know what? We're in the information age, and there's no excuse for people not having more knowledge about their problems, their issues, and disorders. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, man. Google it. Wikipedia. There's therapists that literally take time out now and put out free podcasts. There's no excuse now. I don't take those fucking excuses for people not to have any idea what's going on with them. They can get online and they can do the fucking research. But you know what they'd rather do? They'd rather get drunk, get high. I don't need to know that shit. I'll just hang out on this dating site and obsess over the opposite sex. Maybe I'll just keep getting with somebody new and getting with somebody new. That'll solve my problem. Bullshit. If you can't take the fucking time to do some of the fucking work, and all you put in your brain is bullshit, you're not going to be a good partner to anybody. All of these types of problems came up in my relationship, and it just wasn't right. I loved him dearly. I tried everything to work with him. He just wanted to do it. So, codependency, guys, there's a lot more to it than what you might think. It is where you've got some shit to heal inside yourself, and you are way too dependent on another human being, be it your own kids, your spouse. You're way too dependent on them for your own self-esteem, your own identity. It's all wrapped up in that other person. And toxic people get really afraid and threatened when you talk like that because they don't know any better. They think you're trying to leave them if you want to be healthy. They think, oh, she's trying to dump me. She don't love me. She's going to get well and leave me. No. When a person wants to work on their issues and straighten it out and balance it out, it means they care. They love you and they want the relationship to last. Codependency is not sexy. It's not fun. It's not attractive. It's fucking clingy, overly, smotheringly clingy because you got some fucking issues and you better take responsibility for it. Don't put that shit on somebody. It ruined my fucking relationship because he would not stand down. I had the same codependency issues he did, okay? So I was willing to work with it. But his was so overboard. He was not willing to do the work. He remained terrified and blaming me and just didn't want to do the fucking work. Treating your partner like a fucking drug addiction, like a drug that you want to consume and obsess over and just smother them to death because your self-esteem needs it every minute of the day, and just to use them like that and toss them aside and not really care, not really fucking be on the level, that's sick. It's toxic. It's not sexy. And even one point I think I heard him say, well, that's the fun part. Is being obsessive over somebody, staring at them like a lost puppy dog, obsessing over them. It's sick. It's not sexy. It's not fun. That toxic ball. Back then, neither he nor I knew the word for trauma bond, but maybe back in my real traumatized years, I thought that obsessive love was where it was at. But see, I know how to distinguish. I know how to balance those two things. I could literally be loyal to a human being, be a really good partner, be faithful, keep my balance with all of my issues, and at the same time, feel a bit obsessive over them, but not let it get too far out of control where it's going to hold them back. I check myself. I'm self-aware like that, and I go, whoa, okay, whoa, you're going overboard here. Let's check that. They don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. Let's stop it. He couldn't do that. I begged him, please, man, just be a little bit self-aware. Just put in a little bit of effort. Please quit traumatizing me. Quit going overboard. That's why we're not together now. Because he wanted to completely devour and control and smother me, the life out of me, 24/7. And I guess he left to find somebody he could do that to. I don't know who would want somebody to do that, and you're not allowed to have a life. I mean, this is pretty bad. It's pretty pathological. It's way more than codependent. That was just one issue. It's pretty pathological. Type of human being that really would probably like to chain up a woman in his closet and never let her out and just use her as a servant. I mean, and y'all think that shit. I'm going to do a video on toxic sex one day, okay? The difference. I know. A lot of people think that shit is hot, but I'm going to talk to y'all about the little fine lines, okay? And if you can't handle walking the balances, you're fucked up. You're going to fuck everything up, okay? You got to know some shit. But basically, that's just burnout. See, you got to have that finesse. You got to have that fine tuning of the balance. Because if all you are is toxic sex, all you are is a drunk, an overboard druggie, fucking junkie that's ate up like that, and you're a sex addict too, and you're just nothing but sex 50 times a day, all day, every day. This person was really just basically looking for somebody he could put in a room and have sex with them with his drunk, 24 hours a day, drunk ass, high, whatever. He wasn't doing nothing with his life. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to discuss anything. He didn't care about emotion. I mean, it was crazy. That was what he was using to escape his trauma and pain. And instead of living up to the promises he made about working on the relationship. Basically, he's just looking for another junkie-ass girl on his level that he can put in a room and dog out every day. I mean, I never seen anything like it. People need to get help, Sex is fucking fantastic. I can get down with all types of shit. But when it comes to somebody that's so fucked up and so sex addicted and so fucking... No, I'm not talking sexy sex addicted. I'm not talking cool sex addicted. I'm talking about motherfuckers that... You could have sex 5 fucking times and to the point where they can't even do it no more. And they'll still be trying to have sex. Like, they make you feel like you're exhausted. And then you just want to get some sleep. That's part of the love. That's part of the feel good. That's part of the sex to me. Is after everybody's all satisfied, Jesus Christ, 3, 4, 5 times, damn. That loving embrace and go to sleep. Oh, they can be lovey, but they don't want you to go to sleep. They want to keep on humping away. Like, goddamn, motherfucker, don't you ever... No, and it's not your fault. Trust me, it's not the partner. You can never, ever satisfy a narcissist. They are an empty black fucking hole. They have a demon. They have a fucking black dark entity on their back that is eating their energy. These people, if you could see beyond their face, they're zombies. Feed me. Sex. They're a cyborg. They're gone. Even without drugs, they're still gone. So, they make you think of the type of people that would just keep fucking with you and basically fuck you to death and then keep trying to fuck your dead body. That's how insane some of these fucking people are. And when you're around somebody like that, you know that motherfucker's on a level where they ain't feeling nothing. Take your fucking asses to therapy. Get real. You can't keep going around this earth using human beings for that shit. Get that fucking demonic attachment off your ass, first of all. I've seen it. Codependency is sick, it's toxic, it's scary. You don't want it in your life. Take it from me. Okay? The cool shit is going to therapy. The cool shit is balancing yourself out. Because I promise you, you will find somebody on your level that thinks you are so fucking hot, and they will not take it so far overboard that you're completely drained. Okay? They will respect when you're tired. They will respect when you need sleep. And they will be so fucking satisfied with everything that you do. And y'all will just be so good together. Narcissists are, I'm sorry, they're idiotic. They're fucking foolish. They burn up everything good in their life. They could have the perfect fucking partner. The sex is bomb. The love is bomb. The partner's willing to work with them emotionally, psychologically. All the points are met. A really great partnership. And they will fuck it up. They will throw it away. So guys,